Welcome back everybody to this country playthrough of Hogwarts Legacy on hard on the PlayStation 5. Now, off screen I would go and do some of the challenges to unlock sort of progression. So I've gone and got the magical beasts, for instance, and I need to do a beast class. And Professor Weasley wanted us to go and get some field guides, so I've gone down to the boathouse, which I actually hadn't been before. Got the one down there, and then I needed to get one up in the library. And yeah, need to speak to this book. Well, Sophronia Franklin. And she wants me to do a quiz. So I thought, yeah, if I must, I will take a quiz and fail. So let's take a look, shall we?
If that's the only way I can convince you to give me that book, then let's get it over with.
Splendid! Just a few questions and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin.
Oh god.
Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
I have no idea. Snakebird, golden snidget, snuggery?
The Golden Snuggery.
No, incorrect. The answer was the golden snidget. The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
I know this one. Felix Felicius.
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifact?
Deathly Hallows.
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Waffle. Plunger.
The Bludger.
I'm sorry, but the correct answer was the quaffle.
Quaffle
When
ball.
a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
True, because Hermione did, sort of.
True.
Actually, the answer was false. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species.
That's transfiguration, I
I
guess.
suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now.
Okay.
If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
Let's see how difficult
I'd
they are.
like to answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of
Oh,
Magic?
freaking hell. Wizards Council?
The Wizards' Council.
That's correct. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
Let's go for the Opal here.
The Antipodean Opali.
No, I'm sorry, but the answer was the Peruvian Vipertooth. Though the Vipertooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Quincy Hog.
Quincy Hog.
No, the answer was Hengist of Woodcroft. It is believed that Hengist used the 3 Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide-behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
Got a rune spore here.
A rune spore.
That's incorrect. The answer was a demiguise. While the hide-behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a letherfold?
Knockback Jinx.
The Knockback Jinx.
Actually, the answer was the Patronus charm. The only known survivor of a letherfold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Oh my god. Let's go for Montmorency.
Laverne de Montmorency.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Oh, bloody no. Never tickle a sleeping dragon would be great.
Knowledge is the real magic.
No, the answer was never tickle a sleeping dragon. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco dormiens nunquam titilandus. Which magical creature is
God.
the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
The Ashwinder.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the rune's paw.
How are you supposed to know
According
this
to
stuff?
Parselmouths, each of the rune's paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
Ilvermorny. I'm going to say Mount Greylock.
Mount Greylock.
Well done! The American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
This one?
Verocitiserum.
Incorrect.
Oh.
The answer was Amotentia. Amotentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find
Should have
attractive.
known that.
Such as dusty book covers or... Are you interested in continuing on to the next round? They're my most difficult questions.
Might as well.
Give me your worst.
Wonderful. I do admire your thirst for knowledge. Emmerich the Evil was killed in a duel against whom?
It's got to be this one.
Egbert the Egregious.
That's right. Emmerich gained notoriety for terrorizing villages in the south of England during the Middle Ages when he was the master of the Elder Wand. If a chaser keeps their hand on the quaffle as it goes through the goal, what foul are they committing?
Frick, no. Let's go stooging.
Stooging.
The answer was actually haversacking. Blatching is flying to intentionally collide with a player. Stooging is when 2 chasers knock the other team's keeper away from the goals so that a 3rd chaser can score. A bite from a mackled malaclaw has the unusual side effect of causing what?
Let's go webbed feet.
Webbed feet.
No, the answer was bad luck. Native to the European coastline, the effects of a malaclaw's bite can last up to a week. What plant excretes stink sap?
It's phosphorus bean.
Sopophorus bean.
I'm afraid the correct answer was Mimbulus Mimbletonian.
Literally,
The Mimbulus
their guesses,
Mimbletonian
and I'm
plant
failing abysmally.
secretes stink sap as a defensive mechanism when touched. The Pepper Up potion evolved from a remedy created by which 12th century wizard?
Go Basil Flack. I quite like that name.
Basil Flack.
That's incorrect. The answer was Limfrid of Stinchcombe. Centuries later, Glover Hipworth would expand on Limfrid's previous work to create the Pepper Up potion we know today. In The Wizard and the Hopping Pot, what does the elder wizard leave for his son in the hopping pot?
Single slipper.
A single slipper.
That's correct. The story was created
Oh
by
my God.
Beadle the Bard, but there are a few versions. I won't spoil what the slipper was for if you haven't read it recently. The Snallygaster is native to which region of the world?
Amazon rainforest.
The Amazon rainforest.
No, the answer was North America. The part bird, part reptile is a distant relative of the Occamy and has serrated fangs and a bulletproof hide. Who is the Muggle knight featured in the Fountain of Fair Fortune?
Lancelot.
Sir Lancelot.
No, the answer was Sir Luckless. The 3 witches in the story are named Asher, Altheda, and Amata. Oh, I adore a story that ends with a twist.
Go and play
The world's
Direfield
largest
Chronicle.
Kelpie is also known by what other name?
Let's go by the Loch Ness Monster.
The Loch Ness Monster.
Correct.
Wow.
The Office of Misinformation has worked diligently to discredit any Muggle evidence of the Kelpie's existence. Who was the first Minister for Magic?
Let's go Peveril.
Cadmus Peveril.
No, the first minister was Ulick Gamp. Gamp's greatest legacy was the founding of the Department of Magical Law Enforcement. It outlawed the unforgivable curses. You've answered all of my questions. It's nice to know there's another student who appreciates the value of knowledge. You might not have got very many right, but I'm sure you learned something regardless. Thank you for humoring me by participating. I had a splendid time. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Potion. Cool. And there's a book of intermediate transfiguration done.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Just want to see if there's a butterfly around here anywhere. Quickly. So if you ever wanted to know what the answers were, there they are. I struggled through it, so you don't have to. C1.
Revelio.
Probably just do that, Paul, and it probably shows up, to be honest. Oh well. Right, so with that done, we're going to go and speak to Sebastian. So we've got Beast Charms, configuration. I've got Mum's the Words as well, that just popped up, as well as Poppy. You speak to Deke about that. Oh, there's loads to do, but we're going to do Shadow of Discovery here. Because we want to keep on getting the unforgivable curses.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented blue powder.
I could have gone to Room of Requirements actually in between and picked up some stuff, but that's okay. Right.
You'll never believe what I've learned.
What did you discover in the spellbook we found in the scriptorium?
Salazar Slytherin's spellbook was a little difficult to interpret, but fascinating. Evidently, he encouraged teaching dark magic at Hogwarts. Neither the Imperious Curse nor the Killing Curse was unforgivable during his time. He believed students should be prepared to use dark magic when necessary, not to fear it. That's why we had to use Crucio to gain access to the scriptorium. He didn't want his knowledge shared with anyone who was afraid of the power of dark magic.
I agree. We did what we had to do.
It was hard to do, but casting Crucio was our only option.
And I'm glad we did it, because in the spellbook I also found something else. References to a lost relic, which, from what I can tell, grants the holder the power to reverse dark magic curses.
Nice.
And you think this relic might be able to save Anne?
Precisely. I plan to search for this relic, but I don't think we should tell anyone. Especially Ominous. He wouldn't understand.
Agreed.
I see no reason to involve Ominous.
I'm glad you agree. When I know more, I shall send an owl.
Yeah.
And don't feel sorry for Ominous. Keeping this to ourselves for now is for his own good.
I'll decide what's for my own good.
Ominous, we were just about to get some air. Care to join?
You're a liar, Sebastian. I heard everything. You swore you'd never engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
No, I didn't. I said I understood you wanting that. I'd never swear to give up on finding a cure for Anne.
You don't know when to stop, do you?
I know when not to stop. Leave this alone, Ominous. I'll be on my way.
Well, I want the Killing Curse, so
I'm not letting this go.
Ominous. Sebastian meant well.
I know what I heard. You knew I wouldn't agree with this. Going after that relic is not a good idea. Sebastian doesn't even realize it, but he's as irresponsible and reckless now as his parents were years ago. It's why they died.
What happened to his parents?
I knew his parents died, but I never heard what happened.
Mr. and Mrs. Sallow were professors. Spent nearly every waking moment in the cellar library. Noses buried in books. Anne and Sebastian were upstairs when it happened. They heard a sudden crash and ran downstairs, but it was too late. Their parents had crumpled to the floor. A defect with the lamp in the cellar caused the room to fill with an undetectable toxin. Sebastian and Anne were helpless. They had no magic yet.
What a horrible story.
It is. That's why I can't understand Sebastian's recklessness. I've practically lost Anne. I cannot lose Sebastian too. Please avoid anything to do with that spellbook.
Let's give him hope here.
Those references in the book seem promising.
Everything to do with Salazar Slytherin seems promising until it's too late. I hope Sebastian pursues this no further, but if you think he might, please let me know. It would mean a lot.
Come on, Sebastian, give me the owl.
Revelio.
Shame. Right. Quest-wise then. Get Bombarder. That's beasts, right? Yeah. Okay.
How do you do? Excellent work today. Class dismissed.
Can't say I'm...
I take it you're ready to learn your new spell.
Yes.
I completed your assignment, Professor. I'm ready to learn Bombarder now.
Good. Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
Is this an appropriate spell for students?
Is this something we should be learning in school?
Better for you to learn it in school, where we can instruct you properly as to its use. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off. Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements.
Right.
Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile.
There you go.
Well done. Now, let us put it into practice, shall we?
So... Confringo is... fire. Where's Exploder? Bombarder. It's not fire. Let's put it here.
Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Bombarder.
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control. Textbook execution. Bravo.
So that's done. Let's look at quests then. So I need to attend Transfiguration during the day. I guess we'll do this then, shall we?
How does Garrett's subterranean concoction sound? Too obtuse?
Right.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Right, let's go. Is it a yellow spell?
Beautifully done.
The Spellmaster. Right. We'll pluck this on here for the time being, see what it's like.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
It's about spending much time on assignments.
I'm glad to hear it. I'm not certain I needed all the extra assignments.
And I'm certain you would not have been as successful without them. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to an ex-aura in Upper Hogsfield connected in any way to Professor Fig? I can't begin to imagine what that was about.
Yes.
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Thank you for that. Challenge accepted. Right.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
First of all, let's grab in here. That. There's nothing too interesting. Garbage. Mind me. Right, let's take a look skis here at the quests. So we've got Shadow of the Mind, Smashing the Overlook, and it's all gobbledygook. So I think we will... Let's over to the 3 broomsticks quickly. See if there is anything. Yeah.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Bum, 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 bum.
He'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
Right. How do we get down from here? Just going through the front door, Paul. It's so much easier.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
Okay. Haven't we done enough for her?
Must we? It seems a lot of trouble to go to for a creature we've already rescued.
We should see this through. Let me find out where she is. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
It's to do with Ragnarok.
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Cool. Wasn't there another one where we just need to speak to someone just to push it across? Yeah, Natty outside divination.
Said that travel broadens the mind.
She's upstairs.
So frustrating.
Okay, ladies and gents, as that says it's a quest to begin, we will do we do this? Yeah, we'll do this up next, and then we'll go in and push along with some of the other ones. So thank you very much, everyone. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It really does help me out. And there will be some more Hogwarts Legacy coming out shortly. And I'll see you all in the next one.